Good morning, guys, and welcome to Anarchy Land. It is 42 and wet here in southeast Michigan. Basically, it's cold. It's supposed to get to 42 watts already. It's supposed to get to 48 actually. We have real feel of 36. Either way you cut it, things cold. Alright. We already know the impeachment things they're falling apart. Because there isn't really anything of value there. Now, if Trump actually laid out a suitcase of, say, $2 million of aid to Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden's son, former VP son, Hunter Biden, for something, then yes, with documented proof, there would be something there. However, remember, this is a show. This is just theater. Political theater. Put on by the bourgeoisie to keep us entertained. Now, let's move on to something real. Over the last few days, something nobody's talking about, Russia tested a hypersonic missile in the Arctic. First, let's look at what the word hypersonic means. In a nutshell, it's faster than sound. This thing is so fast. To put that in perspective, think of it as Russia could launch a hypersonic missile from Cuba to hit Washington, D.C. No one would know because it would not show up on the radio. It would be going faster than sound itself. It could hit Washington, D.C. just like that. Wipe out everything, pretty much. And it would probably be about 5-10 minutes before anybody even knew what the hell had happened. You'd just be walking along 1 minute. Next thing you know, you got what used to be buildings. It's just toothpicks. That is how fast it would happen. I know. See, even she knows. The cat's on the other side of the computer. So that's something to think about. They have these technologies because they have been building them. Well, we've been blowing up everything across the ocean, across the world, penalizing people for having this good sense to say no to us. They have been developing and innovating next generation military gear. We don't even have a Mark V anymore. I don't think it could even be used at this point. Because it would be slower than the new technology. Just disgraceful. Speaking of disgraceful, I came across a report on Pravada Reports by Stephen Lindman. The reality of Thanksgiving weekend. And boy did he hit home. Talked about there are 550,000 Americans who are homeless each night. Now think about it. The larger percent of that has become families. Yes, it used to be junkies who chose drugs over housing or alcohol over housing. It's not that anymore. There's only in select areas like San Francisco, Portland, Oregon, where they give you needles to shoot up in a safe space to do it. All the power to them. Give them a safe space to do this, other than on the streets. Now, it has gotten to the point where the majority of that is families of all races, of all backgrounds. I live in an area where kids will face homelessness 4 times in a school year. What used to be every 9 weeks. That should tell you how old I am. Dinosaurs were roaming. I'm kidding. Every 9 weeks we'd give a report card. Think of it as every 9 weeks, a child in this community and communities across America will face the threat of homelessness because their parents who work 2 part-time jobs, and God help them if they work at Foxconn, Amazon, or for Walmart, will be food insecure. And every 9 weeks they may be moving to get another apartment that will barely be passable as an apartment. And their parents will have to pay probably about $800 to $1,500 or even $2,000 in some areas just for rent. That means they're going to need one of their teenage kids to work part-time as well. And we have these bourgeoisie people, the Bezos, the Trumps, and these people are the absolute scum of the earth. Many households that experience food insecurity do not qualify for federal nutrition programs. That's food stamps. Why? Because they work 2 part-time jobs each. Why? Because they can't afford rent, electric, food, basic necessities. But they don't qualify because they both work. Now, if they don't work, they get shamed. It's a double-edged sword. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. And then these individuals say, well, you just need to work harder. You're not working hard enough. They're working hard enough. We either need to raise minimum wage, drop taxes, or lower the cost of living. Do rent control. It's just getting unbelievable. I never thought I would see this happen here. Ever. And then on top of that, these rat bastards, they're bourgeoisie, they probably threw out half of their Thanksgiving dinner. Sat back and they watched all the sheeple run through Black Friday sales like a bunch of savages for entertainment. I don't believe that is disgusting. Let's move on. Poisoner in chief, scientist behind CIA's disturbing mind-altering techniques. Oh, here's another one that's going to make you hurl. Author Stephen Kaiser. It was Lila. Okay. Dude, she was with Sputnik. DERGACHEVA. I'm not sure how to say that, but she did an article with author Stephen Kaiser, and he did some research for his new book on CIA. And let me tell you, did he find some ugly things? I will leave you a link. You can go and use it, look at it, read it, make sure you get a barf bag. Speaking of barf bags, Noahide is being advertised in the United Nations. Now, Stephen Bannoon and his wife Hannah have done so much research on this subject. They've also talked about the sacrilege manifesto circulating churches, how churches are pushing their constituents, their parishes, to worship Israel, to put Israel first. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, and here's another article I just came across. Netanyahu boasts that Israel is the nation state of Jews alone. That's an article Hannah and Steve did. Well, Steve did back in March. But yeah, the United Nations is going to start pushing these ridiculous laws. If you think Sharia laws are bad, oh honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because these are far worse. Alright guys, I'm going to stop here. Here's the deal. Our future schedule for Anarchy Land throughout the month of December is going to be me doing a video on Sunday and Wednesday and Friday Devotional. Tuesday, I'm going to wrap up Technocracy Rising. Then after the first of the year, we will start reading the creature from Jekyll Island. I'm tired. Oh boy. But I'm going to be doing a vlog, Vlogmas on Scratch Kitchen. It's kind of like Vlogmas, only I'm going to focus on the baking and the candies and all this stuff. I will see you guys Tuesday to wrap up Technocracy Rising. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Thanksgiving videos. And I certainly hope you will enjoy Vlogmas.